Every single year, there's that one song you just can't escape. It blasts on the radio, tops Billboard, racks up Spotify streams, and takes over YouTube.
Wait a minute, fill my cup, put some liquor in it, take a sip, sign the check.
From 2000 all the way to today, these are the songs that didn't just dominate charts, they defined memories. Let's go year by year and relive the hits that shaped entire eras of music. 2000, Breathe by Faith Hill.
I can feel the magic floating in the air.
The new millennium began not with pop, but with country. Faith Hill's Breathe became Billboard's #1 song of the year and one of the most played tracks on U.S. radio. Everywhere you went, it was playing, on long car rides, in grocery stores, on late-night radio shows. Today, millions of Spotify streams keep this early 2000s classic alive. 2001, Hanging by Moment by Lifehouse.
Desperate for changing.
2001 gave us Lifehouse's Hanging by Moment. It wasn't just popular, it became the most played radio song of the entire 2000s. For anyone in love or heartbroken at the time, this was the soundtrack of their story. Even now, with over 300 million Spotify streams, its emotional pull still hasn't faded. 2002, How You Remind Me by Nickelback. In 2002, Nickelback dropped How You Remind Me, a song so huge that it was crowned Billboard's #1 track of the entire decade. Yes, the whole 2000s. With over 1 billion Spotify streams and more than 500 million YouTube views, it's clear, love them or hate them, Nickelback ruled the early 2000s. 2003, In the Club by 50 Cent.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your
Then came 2003, and hip-hop took over. 50 Cent's In the Club was more than just a song, it was a cultural moment. That opening beat? Instantly recognizable. That "Go Shawty, it's your birthday" line? Legendary. Even today, with nearly 2 billion Spotify streams and over 2.4 billion YouTube views, the song still turns every room into a party. 2004, Yeah, by Usher, featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris.
Let's go! In the club with my homies, tryna get
Usher's Yeah, with Lil Jon and Ludacris wasn't just a hit, it was the anthem. Every dance floor, every school party, every car stereo, it was everywhere. With almost 2 billion plays on both YouTube and Spotify, it remains one of the most unstoppable club songs ever made. 2005, We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. And then came one of the greatest comebacks in music history. Mariah Carey's We Belong Together reminded the world why she's a legend. It wasn't just a song. It was a power ballad that owned weddings, radio stations, and award shows. Today, with over 800 million Spotify streams and 700 million YouTube views, it's still one of the most celebrated R&B tracks of all time. 2006, Bad Day by Daniel Powter. 2006 gave us the ultimate sad but relatable anthem.
You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost.
Daniel Powter's Bad Day was the song you played after a breakup, a tough exam, or just when life felt heavy. It topped charts around the world, and even today, its video has passed 270 million views with hundreds of millions of Spotify streams. Admit it, you've sung this one on a bad day. 2007, Irreplaceable by Beyoncé.
To the left, everything you own in the box.
Then came Beyoncé reminding everyone of her power. Irreplaceable wasn't just a song, it was a statement. She turned heartbreak into empowerment. Over 700 million Spotify streams later, it's clear Beyoncé wasn't just a star. She was becoming a force no one could ignore. 2008, Low by Flo Rida, featuring T-Pain. Low wasn't just a hit, it was one of the first mega smashes of the digital era. Every club, every party, every ringtone, it was everywhere. With 1.3 billion Spotify streams and more than 1 billion YouTube views, it's still pure early 2000s nostalgia. 2009, Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas.
Boom, gotta get that boom, 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 gotta get that boom, 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 gotta get that boom.
In 2009, music went futuristic. The Black Eyed Peas dropped Boom Boom Pow, and suddenly everything sounded different. It was bold, electronic, and way ahead of its time. With nearly 600 million YouTube views and close to 500 million Spotify streams, it's still a track that screams 2009. 2010. Tick Tock by Keisha.
In the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Hey, what up,
Grab
girl?
my glasses, I'm out the door, I'm gonna hit this.
Keisha's wild anthem kicked off the decade with pure party energy, waking up feeling like P. Diddy, brushing teeth with Jack Daniels, and living carefree. With 1.6 billion Spotify plays and 700 million YouTube views, it's still making people feel young and reckless. 2011, Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
Finally, I can see you crystal clear.
Then came Adele, and everything changed. Rolling in the Deep wasn't just a song, it was an explosion. With raw power and soul, Adele became a global superstar overnight. Today, with 2.2 billion Spotify streams and 2.7 billion YouTube views, it's one of the greatest ballads in music history. 2012, Somebody That I Used to Know by Gautier, featuring Kimbra. 2012 gave us an unlikely global smash. Gautier's Somebody That I Used to Know was weird, emotional, and unforgettable. That haunting chorus stuck in your head for weeks. With over 2 billion Spotify streams and 2.5 billion YouTube views, this indie track became one of the biggest songs of the decade. 2013, Thrift Shop by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, featuring Juan's 2013 made secondhand shopping cool.
Some tags, only got $20 in my pocket.
Thrift Shop was funny, quirky, and ridiculously catchy. It turned vintage coats and thrift stores into pop culture. With 1.4 billion Spotify plays and 1.9 billion YouTube views, it's still a nostalgic throwback that makes everyone smile, said. 2014, Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room with.
If there was one song that captured pure joy, it was Pharrell's Happy. Played at schools, weddings, and even political rallies, it became a global anthem for feeling good. With over 1.6 billion Spotify streams and 1.4 billion YouTube views, it's still impossible to listen without smiling. 2015, Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson, featuring Bruno Mars. 2015 gave us one of the biggest songs of all time. Uptown Funk wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural phenomenon. Every wedding, every dance challenge, every playlist had it. With 2.4 billion Spotify plays and 5.6 billion YouTube views, it's one of the most unstoppable songs in music history. 2016, Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. By 2016, Justin Bieber had grown from teenage heartthrob into a global streaming powerhouse. Love Yourself showed his maturity, simple, raw, and unforgettable. With nearly 3 billion Spotify streams and 1.7 billion YouTube views, it proved Bieber wasn't just famous, he was built for longevity. 2017, Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Shape of You became the most streamed song in Spotify history with 4.5 billion plays, plus 6.5 billion YouTube views. Whether you loved it or got tired of it, one thing's for sure, you couldn't escape it. 2018, God's Plan by Drake. Drake didn't just release a song, he created a cultural event. God's Plan had a music video where he gave away almost $1 million to strangers. People laughed, cried, and celebrated with him. With over 2.8 billion Spotify plays and 1.6 billion YouTube views, it's one of Drake's most iconic moments. 2019, Old Town Road by Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. No one saw this coming. A country rap mashup from TikTok turned into the longest-running #1 song in Billboard history. Old Town Road broke records, sparked remixes, and became a meme legend. With over 1 billion streams and views, it's the definition of a viral smash. 2020, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. And then came the song that might define the decade. The Weeknd's Blinding Lights blended 80s retro vibes with modern pop, creating a sound the world couldn't stop playing. With 5 billion Spotify streams and nearly 1 billion YouTube views, it's not just a hit, it's possibly the song of the 2020s. 2021, Levitating by Dua Lipa, featuring DaBaby. 2021 belonged to Dua Lipa. Levitating was everywhere, on TikTok, in clubs, blasting on car radios. It mixed retro vibes with modern pop energy, and the world couldn't resist. With 2.4 billion Spotify streams and over 1 billion YouTube views, it's still floating high. 2022, As It Was by Harry Styles. Harry Styles stepped out solo and delivered a global smash with As It Was. It wasn't just a hit, it was one of the fastest worldwide breakouts ever. With 4 billion Spotify streams and nearly 900 million YouTube views, Harry cemented his place as one of the biggest pop stars of this generation. 2023, Flowers by Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus bloomed again with Flowers, her most successful hit yet. A self-love anthem that broke records and topped charts across the world. With 2.7 billion Spotify streams and 1.1 billion YouTube views, it proved Miley is still reinventing herself and winning. 2024, Lose Control by Teddy Swims. Then came a newcomer with a powerhouse voice. Teddy Swims' Lose Control exploded in 2024, turning him from rising star to global sensation. Over 2 billion Spotify streams and countless covers on YouTube show this isn't just a breakout. It's the start of a big career. 2025, APT by Rosé and Bruno Mars. And right now, in 2025, the world can't stop playing APT. Rosé and Bruno Mars teamed up for a global smash that's topping charts everywhere. It's already one of the biggest songs of the year, dominating streaming platforms and playlists around the globe. And there you have it, 26 years, 26 songs. From Faith Hill in 2000 to Rosé and Bruno Mars in 2025, these tracks didn't just hit #1. They captured moments in time. Each one is a time capsule of its year, reminding us where we were and what we felt. So, which of these songs instantly takes you back? Drop your favorite year in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more music deep dives.